Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Castille. This is Gibberhack, and this is my second Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2. I have been playing as Wales and created the Kingdom of Britannia. And if you're new to my site, go ahead and take a look at that video if you're interested in seeing what it's like to start as a count and make your way to an empire. In this Let's Play, I'm going to be playing as Castille. I have chosen it because I don't really want to deal with ships, and Iberia has a lot to do without ever raising one ship. Half of the territory of Iberia is owned by Sunni Muslims, and they will seek to take over the rest of it. The Christian kingdoms here are Galicia, Leon, and Castille, and they are all from the same family, which makes the dynamics of this area pretty interesting, because we can all, these kings can all come to each other's aid, and if one dies without an heir, the other will inherit the kingdom. As you can see, the King of Leon is my heir, so if he were to die, I would be able to take over his lands. This is a little bit more challenging than, this is a pretty challenging area. It tends to be at the beginning. If you start at 1066, because you don't have any holy orders, and those are mercenaries that you get, and they use piety to hire, and you gain piety from capturing territories through holy war. Well, when they become available, you know, the Knights Templar or the Knights Hospitaller, they really kind of break the game for Christian kingdoms, because the amount of piety that you get from the Holy War just fuels being able to keep them in your employ, and you can just declare war after war after war, and I kind of like that. So hopefully we'll get to that point. We start off in a strange balance. What tends to happen is that the Muslim kingdoms will attack Galicia, and then we'll all come to Galicia's aid. In previous versions, my sister here would rise up and take over, or try to get independence or take over Leon. And what would happen is the Muslim kingdoms would take advantage of that and attack. So we're going to have to be very opportunistic. We'll keep an eye on the wars that are going. Sometimes the dukes will be fighting a war to place me on the throne, and I have to keep an eye on that because I would definitely want to support that. But I decided to start a new Let's Play. I'm going to finish up the Wales campaign. I'm going to try a new format and cut down the time of the videos. When I look at the data and I see how long people are watching, they don't seem to be staying for the whole hour, or they watch it in chunks, and so I wanted to make sure that it's in a more manageable, more digestible time frame, and it will actually make it easier for me to record and upload, because we're dealing with smaller time frames, smaller files, and hopefully I can put out more meaningful and more fun content without just burning myself out. And without further ado, I think we should get started. The first thing that we show is that the county of Soria will be lost upon succession. That's because I don't have an heir. I don't have a wife, so I need to get married. Leon also owns one of my de jure territories. If we go to the de jure kingdoms tab, big old chunk of Castile is owned by my brother, King Alfonso VI of Leon. So what? I mean, I don't usually fight for that right off the bat. I don't like to weaken the Christian territories, the state of the Christian territories, which run from Galicia across Leon, Castile, Navarra, who also are of my dynasty. the Jimena dynasty. Aragon, also a Jimena, and the Barcelona here. We have the Duke of Barcelona, who usually gets attacked pretty quickly by the Muslim territories. What always seems to come up for grabs here are Castille and Hudid and Albarracin. Also, Barcelona tries to go for Larida here, and what is this? Tortusha? I think these might change. I think that's Leida for if the Spanish, let's see, the Iberian culture takes over. So let's get started. I need to get married. One of the things that is recommended for a play or a game in this area is to befriend one of the big blobs here, because they will likely come to your aid. But I don't know. I don't know if there are any siblings that I would really like to marry here. So I could, as a 30-year-old, try to become betrothed to Princess Emma of France, or I could see if Kaiser Heinrich has anyone that would be willing to get married. No, Princess Adelaide of the Holy Roman Empire. She is available. She's ambitious, but she is celibate, so minus 1,000 fertility. It is possible for children to be born out of a marriage like that, but maybe they put this in here because of maybe they made these girls celibate because of the fact that that would be one of the first things to look for. Well, I don't know about Brittany. I need a wife before I start. Let's see. Now, let's see if there's some... Well, okay, so if I tried to marry a duke, they would not be able to assist me. It has to be a title. It has to be someone on the same... that is not a vassal of a lord. King Harold is about to be overrun. So, Emma of France, in about 4 years, should be able to marry her. Alright. We'll be betrothed to France. To the Princess of France. So, let's get things started. Get moving along here. Decided to accept suggestions. Very good. So I will be childless for a little while. That's not too disadvantageous. I'm going to stop for a moment, and I'm going to decide what my goal is going to be, or my ambition. And in order to become exalted among men, I have to have a prestige of 1,000. That would make Count Inico and Count Muñoz, Mayor Gonzalo, all of my vassals like me more. But I could also become a paragon of virtue, and that would make the Pope like me, and the Bishop Alfonso and Bishop Ansur would like me, and I would become the Holy. So I prefer this. The piety of at least 500 is not too difficult to get in this territory, so I will choose to become a paragon of virtue. And we'll also look at bumping off my brother. He hates me, and let's see what his vassals think of him. Some of them don't like him very much. So, since he is my heir, and I am his heir, I'm going to plot to murder him. Why not? And the only person who would join is Uraka, my sister. So, how about we just cancel this plot? Not going to go over well. That's okay. Some of the interesting things about the Muslim faith, if you're not familiar with Crusader kings, here we go. I told you that Garcia or Galicia would be attacked, and he is attacking. Galician Holy War for Seville. I will join because I will be getting some piety for accepting this. And I will keep my thoughts for a later time. I wonder if Leon will get in on this. Oh, everyone is. Now, he's going for Seville, which is a pretty rich territory, so Galicia could come up on some power right now. I'll take some of my money. Actually, I'm going to save about 75 gold so that I can call upon some mercenaries if need be in this game. So I'm going to keep about 100 gold at the highest end of my... I'm going to keep that as a baseline. Not very rich right now. Ah, okay. He's only attacking this Cadiz here. And it just so happens that I ran into these forces here, which I'm going to definitely try to attack these smaller forces, keep their forces as low as possible. As you can see, because of the Holy War Casus Belli, there are other territories or other Muslims that have decided to join in the fight and defend their faith. So your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you'll do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? You can focus on gaining the rough terrain expert, or cavalry leader, or light foot, or heavy infantry. So I wonder, if we look at our forces here, we have light infantry and heavy infantry and cavalry, but we may also decide on based on the terrain of this territory to take the combat in forests and combat in hills. There are a lot of hills here. So, I may take that. Cavalry leader. Light mounted troops get 20%. That might be a good one. I might go for the rough terrain expert. Now, just remember that I have that. It would definitely help out in Leon and my eventual fights for that territory. So I'm going to go master rough terrain. Alright, I'm going to zoom in back in here and work on attacking these forces. I'm going to go across Cáceres into Evora because I don't want to pass over that river. And hopefully I'll get some piety and some money for winning these battles. I see, okay, your experience in Matter of War has increased. There's many things you do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? I will focus on attack, I guess. I mean, I was fine with what I had, but I guess I'll focus on attack. That minus 20% to defense, not too worried about. So do I get multiple or... Oh, okay, rough terrain and a bonus to attack, so I'll take that. And another thing that I'm going to change up in this particular Let's Play is that I'm going to lead my armies a lot more. Let's see, they're moving into Badajoz. I'm going to have to cross the river, but hopefully it won't be too bad here. Actually, I may actually cross into... Yeah, so it doesn't matter where I cross from. I'm going to have a river penalty. Leon raised its armies, attacking in Leonese War for Badajoz. So he is now putting a play for Badajoz. Not necessarily the greatest thing for me, because he has a claim on the Kingdom of Castille. So if he grabs territory, then it may not be good for me. So we're focused on crippling these armies as much as possible. I would like to help Galicia in this as quickly as possible, because now would be a great time to attack some of these smaller territories. Very good. Mayor Mohammed of Lucena has been captured, and I am going to ransom him off for 25 gold. Very good. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to smash Catileud's armies right away, because that is where I plan on going next, although it looks like I may be screwed here. We might pull off a victory. Awesome. Alright. Well, we have 444 troops. I'm just going to bring them home. Galicia has more than enough troops to take care of that. I'm going to re-raise, and I'm going to attack Catileud, and I'm going to try to take over these territories, which are Castilian and Catholic. I name your pretender. Sancha Leon is the true ruler of Castile. Sancha de Leon. Who is that? I will not be blackmailed. Definitely. Who is Sancha de Leon? Alright, so, I will not be blackmailed. Declared war on Viscayan war for Queen Mother Sancha's claim. Is that my mother? Really? Yeah, she can't rule. Well, that is unfortunate, because what I really wanted to do was attack. Oh, man. Oh, this is unfortunate. What I can do, though, is call my brothers into battle and hope that they will assist me. I'll call everyone who is a Jimena. I'll send out many ravens. I don't know if they sent out raven. Alright, he will come. He will honor my the obligation to come to my aid, and I will. Will I accept? I don't want to lose prestige, and I don't want to lose his affection, what little it is. So let's accept. We'll be in the war for Badajoz as well. Aragon says no, they will not help me. And Leon says yes. And so does Navarra. So we are pretty much guaranteed to win here. I'm hoping Galicia oh, that's a pretty large army. I was going to say, I'm hoping that Galicia can do something about these Saracen forces in Salamanca, but I don't think that they're going to be able to do anything. Due to enemy presence, we cannot disband them. But it looks like Navarre. Oh, looks like Navarre is going to attach their army to mine. So we'll be able to get rid of these forces here. Put down this rebellion. I'm okay with Leon losing this battle. The greatest thing that can come out of this is that the southern territories, or the Muslim territories, become weakened by this. A good thing that will happen is that I will be able to... Oh, you know what? I'm not even sure if I will be able to revoke the title as yet. Look at the crown laws. They're low. So I should be able to revoke the title for Vizcaya, so we'll see if he will surrender, and he will not. Count Enieco, you cannot win. Oh, see, look at this. Now the armies are just too big. So it looks like Leon is going to lose and suffer for it as well, which puts us all in a bad situation. You know, not just Leon. So cannot be happy about that. Hopefully we can put up a better fight next time. Let's see, who is in the war for Badajoz? Navarra, Aragon, and me. And it looks like, does Castille have their, or Galicia? I don't know how Galicia is, how or why he's attacking down there. And just to end this conflict, we're going to assault Vitoria. And he has been crushed. Alright. Count Enieco was imprisoned, and I am going to revoke his title. Thank you for the land. Now there's 4,000 troops. Oh, see, yeah, we don't have enough. We don't have nearly enough to deal with these. Deal with that 4,000 stack. There's just more. We have the Tahirid, Denunid, Badis, Emir Badis, Muhammad of Kadalud. So, it's not looking good right now for Leon and the rest of us. And until they go and enter into my territory, I'm disbanding my army. Let's see. Do we have mercenaries? Ah! And Iñigo Lopez is complaining about his dark cell. Let's see. 1,900 men? 1,500? So we have the Irish band at the very least we could hire. I will put him in the oubliette. Well, let's see what kind of a king I am. I'm wrathful. I am definitely wrathful. How about the oubliette? You have made me wroth. It's too bad I'm at war with Cadaleud at the moment. I would try to capture some land from them. But in a few years, we'll have France as an ally, and hopefully we'll be able to... Let's see, attacking King Philippe of France and Duke Robert the Old's war for France. The war score is in favor of Philippe at the moment. And William the Conqueror is King of England, but looks like Norway has... Norway? I know where they are now this time. It looks like Norway is 84% of King Hardrada, so it looks like England may be turning, falling to the Norse here. The Norwegians. There we go. That's a word I was looking for. Gonzalo is no longer Chancellor. Oh, speaking of Chancellors, we should have... Well, he's such a great marshal, but we'll have him train troops. Have everyone do some work around here. Research some cultural technology. We don't need to fabricate any claims. You know what would be nice is to fabricate some claims on these territories, so that we can get a casus belli against them without having to use the Holy War. I hope that that is how that works. Because if they don't have the Holy War and they have no allies, well, Larida, Castille, and Castille, that's fine. So I hope my brother decides to give up soon because, hey, I mean, things are not going well for him, so. Let's see, we will adopt the Marshal's ideas. And it is June, July. Something else I will be doing is using... I can't hold a grand tournament, I can't hold a feast or anything here because I am at war. So I need to be at peace. I could... Well, if I declared war on Saracusta, I know for a fact that the Holy War, that particular war, will get these participants in this current Holy War onto their side, so that's not necessarily something that I want to do. But I will keep an eye here to see if there is any infighting between the different Muslim territories here. Something that happens is that Mauritania inevitably grows large, but I haven't seen that happen recently. Always happened. You could count on it previously. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to get stuck in this conflict for a while. At least the ticker is moving up. And I guess that'll do it for the first episode here. I would encourage you guys, if you like, if you like my Let's Plays, to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll hopefully be using annotations and making everything nice for you and easy. But yeah, the Iberian Peninsula, Castille. Some exciting stuff to come in this game. And once we're out of this war, we hopefully can weave our way through and try to take some territory. And not to mention, get married. My betrothed is now 14, 15 even. So one more year, and I can get married. So again, this is Gibberhack. Hope you liked this episode. And hopefully I have another episode up for you to watch. If not now, then soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys.